Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I want to start by saying thank you to those ones who have subscribed to my channel, and if you have not, kindly take a few seconds to subscribe. Today we will be looking at one problem on LeetCode called valid parentheses, and let's start by looking at what the problem requires. Given a string S containing just characters, as you can see, the characters they are giving us are the parentheses. Determine if the input string is valid. And the input string will be considered valid if open brackets are closed by the same type. Open brackets must be closed in the correct order, and every closed bracket has a corresponding open bracket of the same type. So we have some examples here. As you can see, that one is balanced. This one is also balanced. And in this case, these two here are not balanced because they are of different types. The constraints we have is our string is going to have at least one character. That is good. And then we are only going to have parentheses, nothing else. So let's see how we are going to solve this. Let's use an example. So let's assume we have this as our string. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a stack which is going to contain for me all the opening parentheses. And the reason for this is because stack has a property called last in is the first out. So whatever we put in last is what we will be able to get out. So because I will start from here, this is an opening parenthesis. I'll put it in my stack. This one is also an opening parenthesis. I also put it in my stack, but this one is closing. So I'll check and see what I have at the top of the stack if they are of the same type. And since they are of the same type, I will pop that one, and this one I don't need it anymore. I move to the next one and I check it is a closing parenthesis. I check with what I have on top of the stack. Since they are of the same type, I can pop this out and then do away with this. So at this point, we can say since all of them they matched and our stack is empty, then it's balanced. So let me give you an example whereby we have this. So we will push this one into our stack, but when we look at this, it's closing, and whatever which is in the stack is not of the same type. Therefore, we can say they are not balanced. So let's look at this example. It's a quick one to demonstrate what happens if the stack is not empty at the end. So since this is an opening parenthesis, so I'm going to push it into my stack. This one is also an opening parenthesis. I also push it to my stack. This is a closing, so I will check and see what we have at the top of the stack, and we see they are of the same type. So I have popped that one out. So we are done with the list, but our stack has one item which is not closed. Therefore, this is not balanced when our stack has one or more items left in the stack. So let's see how we can implement this in the code. So we will start by declaring our stack. And then we say for each character in our string dot to char array, we can check if char is equal to opening square or car is equal to this normal type, or our character is equal to the curly parentheses. If that is the case, nothing much to do, to just push it into our stack. So if it's an opening parenthesis, then we put it in the stack. Else we are going to say if our stack is empty, then we can return false. Because if we have a closing parenthesis but we don't have anything in the stack currently, then it means it's not balanced. But if it's not empty, then we can get the element that we had put in there last by using the pop operation, and then we can utilize a switch here. If we have a square closing parenthesis, then we can check if k is not equal to the corresponding type, then we return false. And then we can break. So let me copy this to make it faster. If we also have the current type, we need to have a current type, otherwise we return false. Then one more thing that we need to do is we say return stack.empty. If the stack is empty, then we know the string was balanced. If the stack is not empty, then we can say that it's not balanced. So this should be my solution there. So let me try it. I missed the semicolon right there. Submitting it. Great, it's accepted. And if you're wondering what the time complexity is, since I'm going through the string ones, this is going to be ON. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me thumbs up if you liked this solution, and also on the comment section let me know what I should change, what to improve, or which problem should I solve next.